Hi, thanks everyone. I wanted to start first, and maybe only briefly talk about board of directors or the board in general. I think even for a C corporation that has a legal requirement to have a board of directors, I think it's still crucial to have some sort of board of advisors because they serve two different purposes. The board of directors is kind of like the police that are policing the police. They are watching the CEO and in turn the CEO's executive team. And the CEO has an obligation, a legal obligation to answer to the board. Whereas board of advisors is more on the CEO and the executive team's side, so to speak, and has necessarily no dog in the fight, but has an interest in giving advice. I would furthermore suggest to gather a board of advisors from even organizations that have the purpose of being mentors and advisors to growing companies like Entrepreneur Organization, EO, and many others like it. So I would venture to say that no matter what kind of company you build, the first thing you should do is get some sort of support group that can act as your board of advisors. But beyond that, as far as the legal requirements of the board of directors, generally if you have a requirement to fill those seats, it starts with the members of your executive team that you have to just carefully craft that opportunity, that seat, to make sure that it is limited. And furthermore, the initial investors in your company are going to be interested in the seats on the board. Again, these things, if you're forced into those types of scenarios, should only be short term. The point of having a board of advisors is to have a group of really smart individuals that are looking at the executive team from the outside and filling in many cases the intellectual or experience gaps that the actual executive team has. So it becomes an echo chamber if your board is comprised of your executive team or your investors only. It's just an echo chamber of people speaking to each other. And there are risks both legally as well as risks for failure. You're not going to see what's might be blindsiding you when you're in the weeds. Yeah. So as far as boards, they are critical. That's all I have to say about that. But the team that you put together will determine your success or your failure. You can put a horrible team around a great product and they'll fail every time. And you can put an awesome team around a bad product, and they'll make it into a good product. So that's probably your most important job as CEO, next to raising money, is building a great team.